1. Chlamydia, the physician announced, without looking away from her tablet. I glanced at the pristine wall behind her, briefly blinking. Upon returning to the vehicle, I messaged my spouse. Let's discuss tonight. She responded 2 minutes later. Occupied. We can talk tomorrow. The following morning, divorce papers were affixed to the refrigerator. My name was spelled accurately. Her requirements remained undecided. The house, the car, alimony, legal expenses, these were among her demands. Our daughter, my stepdaughter, loitered in the kitchen doorway, grinning as if she'd rehearsed it. He can't even afford a lawyer to contest Mom, she remarked. I smiled politely. You're correct. She giggled. I did not. When I met Claire, I believed I had found the kind of love that warrants novel writing. Her laughter would soothe rooms. Her touch made quiet moments feel secure. After 2 years, we exchanged wedding vows, aided in raising her daughter, and I signed every check with trust. We had a syncopation. She remained captivating, charming. I remained faithful, steady. She boasted to her friends that I was too good for this life. 2. Chlamydia was the doctor's diagnosis, as she continued to focus on her tablet. I glanced at the spotless wall behind her and blinked once. In the car, I texted my wife. A conversation for tonight. Came her response 2 minutes later. Engaged. Let's talk tomorrow. The subsequent morning, divorce papers were found affixed to the refrigerator. My name was spelled appropriately. Her terms remained unsettled. The house, the car, alimony, legal fees, these constituted her demands. Our daughter, my stepdaughter, stood in the kitchen doorway, grinning as if she'd rehearsed it. He can't even afford a lawyer to challenge Mom, she stated. I smiled politely. You are correct. She chuckled. I did not. When I met Claire, I thought I had found the kind of love that calls for writing novels. Her laughter filled rooms with comfort. Her touch made silence feel secure. After 2 years, we pledged our love through marriage, assisted in raising her daughter, and signed each check with faithfulness. We maintained a rhythm. She remained radiant, charming. I remained steadfast. I thought her behavior meant something, but I didn't catch it. That was until the silences began to shift. At first, it was her phone facing down during dinner, then late-night texts with silent smiles. Her laughter decreased with my presence, yet increased when I wasn't around. The scent of a cheap perfume used at yoga classes persisted. I chose not to confront her. Instead, I observed. She stopped using our shared credit card, and I traced her spending through Venmo instead. 2 hotel names continuously appeared. Then the burn started. The clinic confirmed my suspicions. When I inquired about the divorce calmly, she remained unfazed. It's not working anymore, she stated. And the house was mine before. You knew that. I didn't contest her words. I nodded. Her daughter, passing behind her, smirked as if she held the deed. For the next month, I stayed quiet, merely gathering evidence. I retrieved phone records and employed a discreet private investigator. He uncovered Nick, a 34-year-old personal trainer with 2 children of his own and a pending harassment case. A perfect match. I've printed all documents, chat logs, and time-stamped photos, not for court yet. Utilizing my company access, I retrieved Claire's emails from the nonprofit where she worked. Some of these were not just inappropriate. They were criminal, involving funds being redirected through fake accounts, suggesting a strong odor of fraud. Subsequently, I contacted a real estate friend and found that the house wasn't in her name but in a trust, which I had set up post-marriage. Her claim of ownership before the marriage? A fabrication. Then I reached out to a second friend, a lawyer, who was retired, bored, and owed me a favor from 20 years ago. I asked him to represent me. He inquired about the potential severity. I replied it would be clean but precise, like surgery. Court day arrived swiftly. She wore white, as if irony were her cologne. My spouse sat 2 rows behind her, arms crossed as if already appraising new drapes. They appeared calm and self-assured. Then my lawyer handed the judge a binder, with tabs labeled medical, financial, and criminal correspondence. Her lawyer scrutinized the documents, causing him to gradually lose all color in his complexion. Claire leaned closer, querying, "What is it?" He whispered back, his smile fading. I avoided looking at her and instead focused on the judge. "I'm not disputing the divorce," I stated, "but I am filing a retaliatory lawsuit for compensation, fraud, and intentional emotional harm. I'm also seeking an immediate restraining order over the property." Claire tried to speak, but couldn't, looking at Nick, who shrugged as if he had stumbled upon a hidden pitfall. My attorney continued, "We've also uncovered evidence of embezzlement in her nonprofit. Those files have been handed over to the state attorney general." Claire attempted to speak again, but remained silent, casting her gaze towards Nick. The judge spoke. Papers were stamped, motions were granted, and the hearing was adjourned. Before Claire could even rise, Nick had vanished. The house now remained silent, with only a lingering scent of perfume and unpaid credit card bills as reminders. She reached out once, but I didn't respond. An email followed, which I simply archived. 2 weeks later, her daughter shared a picture with the caption, "New home, new story." Upon viewing it, I saw a one-bedroom apartment with a mattress on the floor. The nonprofit temporarily ceased operations due to an ongoing investigation into misconduct at the executive level. The board issued a statement regarding this gross mismanagement. Rumors suggested that Nick had left the state in light of another harassment allegation. I didn't rejoice. Instead, I tidied the guest room, seeded new grass, and repainted the mailbox. Some accomplishments don't require accolades. They thrive in quietude. Last week, I encountered Claire at the grocery store. She appeared older and more diminutive. Avoiding eye contact, she was accompanied by her daughter, who was picking up clearance items. Seeing them, she sneered and remarked, "I bet you're quite proud of yourself." I smiled in response, saying, "Indeed," before continuing on as if they had never resided here.